What is good, maniacs and bookworms alike? Welcome to another episode of Media Fiend Book Club. I am your amazing host, Media Fiend. And yeah, we're going to just dive right into it. So last Media Fiend Book Club, I showed you guys Hidden Pictures, which was amazing. And so I was like, I need to find another book that gets me to feel that same way. So I scoured the bookshelf and I found Incidents Around the House. So, in Incidents Around the House, it says, to 8-year-old Bella, her family is her world. There is Mommy, Daddo, Grandma Ruth, but there is also Other Mommy, a malevolent entity who asks her every day, can I get inside your heart? When horrifying incidents around the house signal that Other Mommy is growing tired of asking Bella the question over and over, Bella understands that unless she says yes, her family will soon pay. Other Mommy is getting restless, stronger, bolder. Only the bonds of family can keep Bella safe. But cracks in her parents' marriage are starting to show. The safety Bella relies on is about to unravel, but Other Mommy needs an answer. Incidents Around the House is a chilling, wholly unique tale of true horror about a family as haunted as their house. So, what can your boy say about Incidents Around the House? This book was decent. I'm not going to lie. Was it as good as Hidden Pictures? No. But it had the ghost story, and it read very quickly because it was being told in the perspective of the 8-year-old girl. So it was the 8-year-old girl telling the story the whole time. So it was a quick read. Like the pages were like broken up like that. But so basically it's about this little girl who has this imaginary friend and she calls her Other Mommy, but it's not imaginary. Other Mommy is this entity that lives in her closet. And she comes out of the closet every night to talk to Bella and ask her, can I get into your heart? She's a malevolent spirit. And the way they depict her in this book at times are really, really creepy. Like she slithers on the floor like a snake, or she floats over Bella as she's sleeping, or her body turns in distorting ways. Like it was creepy. Like I'm not going to lie. The description of Other Mommy was incredibly creepy. It was just... Now, the parents... The whole story of this is their parents have relationship issues. And I'm going to tell you this right now. I hated the mom in this book. Oh, I hated her so much. She was a cheat. She was a not good word, okay? So there's a part in the book where she actually sees Other Mommy and she's freaked out. And she goes to her neighbor's house and she takes Bella with her. And she calls her husband, and her husband comes and she disappears for days. And what does she do to get her mind right? She goes and she cheats on her husband with her husband's friend. Like, oh, I hated her so much. Like, I hate cheats. So I did not like her character one bit. Just that alone, like it. And the way they depicted her as how she cheated, and then throughout the book, they're trying to find ways to save Bella because Other Mommy is getting worse and worse. She's starting to follow her to the park, follow her places, and then one day they decided that the best way to get Other Mommy to like leave her alone is to basically take away her innocence, tell her things about the world that she doesn't know as an 8-year-old girl. So throughout the book, throughout that scene, they're telling her all this horrible stuff about their past and stuff to kind of like take away her innocence, so Other Mommy doesn't want her because they feel like Other Mommy wants her because she's innocent. So she ends up becoming kind of resentful against her parents towards the end of the book, and it's just, oh, it was a hard read. It was a tough read. It was a very somber read. Like, I felt for the little girl. I felt for the dad. I hated the mom. You know, I could not stand the mother. She was, like I said, she was not a good person. And she got, you know, whatever happened to her, she got what she deserved. But the book wasn't too bad. Like I said, was it as good as Hidden Pictures? No. I say I would give this book a solid 4 out of 5. A 4 out of 5 star book. It was a decent read. It was spooky. Other mommy's parts were terrifying, but I didn't like a certain character, and just certain parts of the story were eh. So, but I do recommend you read it. If you like spooky books, this is one you should pick up. It's called Incidents Around the House by Josh Malerman. He's also the guy who wrote Bird Box. Never read Bird Box, never saw the movie, but I heard it was decent. So, yep, Incidents Around the House. Check it out. Now, in the next video, the next Media Fiend Book Club, we're actually going to do a triple header. And what I mean by that is, a couple weeks ago, I had a 24-hour live stream. And I decided a part of this 24-hour live stream, I'm going to read some nostalgia books, because it was a 24-hour nostalgia night live stream. And the books I read were so nostalgic, I had to bring them on here because I love the 90s, and that is Goosebumps. I read 3 Goosebumps books. I read Goosebumps, The Haunted Mask, Welcome to Dead House, and A Night in Terror Tower. And we're going to break these down and dive into them on the next Media Fiend Book Club. I hope you guys are looking forward to a nostalgia day on Media Fiend Book Club. All right, guys. With all that being said, I love you guys. Thank you, guys. Until next time, this is your boy Media Fiend saying, as always, don't forget to hit that subscribe button along with them bell notifications. That way, when a book club comes up, you're in the know. So, all right, guys. Love you guys. Thank you, guys. And until next time, this is your boy Media Fiend saying, as always, grab a good book and be chill. And we out. Peace.